Hello, my paper peeps. Today I want to share with you how to create this origami foldable card that you can write in and then simply fold up, place a stamp on it or a decorative element to seal it up and then send it off. So let's get started. So this is from my Land and Sea paper line. And if you don't know me, my name is Christine and I love to create journals and scrapbooks. And one of the things I like to create alongside of these journals and scrapbooks is cards. Whenever I'm journaling, someone always comes to mind. And so with that being said, I always find that I need something to write on, some kind of correspondence so that I can send someone a word of encouragement to say that I'm thinking about them and that they are in my prayers and thoughts. Now, this is one of those cards where it's just on 8.5 by 11, and all it is just folding it up and sending it out. And that's the beauty behind it. Now, this right here is where you write. This is where you can place a quote on it or a return address if you're actually mailing this out. I do have a quote page to go along with it, and then just decorative stamps if you're just actually just handing it to somebody. But I'm just going to show you, this is really quick. If you're actually part of this journey, I actually will send you this printable for free because you've already purchased the paper line. So I'm actually going to send that via email to you. So if you're not part of this journey, that's okay. Just grab, a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock and we'll go from there. And you can pretty much use anything you want. So all you have to do is you take, if this is the printable right here, what you want to do is take the right corner and you fold it over like this. This corner should match up with this corner here. Okay, the corner of that white text box. And you want to just place it down like that. And then go ahead and fold along that fold line, okay? Then the next thing you want to do is fold along this line here, but making sure that this end butts up against this. You don't want any overlap here, so make sure that they butt up against each other. And then you can just come down to here and now you fold this over. Now this is where this portion here actually gets folded over, but you're butting up this side against this side right here. Okay. So all these are actually, like I said, there's no overlap here. These corners or these sides all butt up against each other. There is overlap here on this side, okay? And then what you want to do is just fold this over so that this corner, pretty much everything you want everything to meet at this corner here. So you fold this over, you will notice that this will want to come apart on you, but that's okay. Try to meet that corner there. And then go ahead and fold this like that. You can use a bone folder if you want, if you're finding that, I actually used just regular printer paper here. You can use 65-pound cardstock or 25-pound cardstock, whatever you like. Anything higher than that, then it's too stiff, but you can use pretty much any type of paper here and it'll work. And then what you do is you just fold this over like this, making sure these line up like that. There. And then this lines up like that. There. And this is the fun part. See, it opens up like this. And there is your writing spot. Write that beautiful letter. This, again, can be a place where you can place your address if you're actually sending this in the mail. Or you can take one of these quotes that I made and you can place that in there. Fold it back up. And then go ahead and seal it. I like to use wax seal stamps, but if you don't have that, you can use one of these stamps. Now with these stamps, you can use stamp punches to punch them out. The only thing is that these are, you know, obviously you can't adjust the shape. But if you don't have these and that they're not necessary, you can always just, what I usually do is I don't go through the hassle of like really kind of making sure I get in there. But I just kind of do this fussy cut where I rough cut around the stamp, so you still get that stamp look without having to kind of go into too much detail. So that, and then you can ink the edges. Here you can even, let's see if this one, I can actually stamp this. That's the only problem. The only problem with these stamps is that you can't even see through it to see if you've actually stamped it or punched it out okay. I'm going blind. We're going blind. Oh, pretty close, but you know what? That'll work too. It's not a big deal. See if I can find this one. Oh, this one you can, because see, you can see this one, so you can do that if you really want that postage stamp look. But again, you don't get that fancy border here, which, you know what, if you want that, you can actually do a two-tone or two-level and like bump it up like that, which is kind of neat, but that's up to you. I might actually even do that. So I created these images so they fit a 1-inch punch, which I think is great. But even better is if you actually have a stamp, like one of these round stamps. Oh my goodness, that's awesome too. So, you know, so you don't have to, just to give it more depth and stuff. But if you don't, you can just punch these out and use these instead. And to make it a little more interactive, you can always add a tag on the back here, which is always a nice fun addition if you want to add more quotes or even like a gift card in there. I mean, you can add the gift card inside, but there's always a pocket to add some fun little things in there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more tips and tricks on how to jazz up your scrapbook journals, or if you want to join me in this junk journal series, everything is in the description box below, and hopefully we'll see you in my other videos. Bye!